Good morning, everyone. Should be live now. How's it going, Gerald? How's everyone doing? As the title precludes, I hurt my back yesterday on my way to work because I'm old. So I missed a day of work, which really sucks because I'm not working much these days. This is my life. Getting old sucks. I'm glad you're good, Gerald. All right, let's go through some of the stuff that arrived from AliExpress. This was on sale. These guys were on sale on Amazon. Didn't realize it was American made. Whoopsies. These are Ned rigs. And so I ordered some Ned rig hooks. Thank you, Gerald, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So that fishing season is coming soon. I have these guys. So these are, watch your eyeballs, I'm gonna blind you. These are RTCs. So these are apparently some high quality ones. Low drift. Got a little battery on them. So I got a pack of 5 of these. Probably gonna take them out of their original packaging. Yeah, very tiny, which is what I wanted. This was for the ESP32, the C3P Grow video. Oh, this one is a little bit of a bend to it. Sure, it'll be fine. So this was for the C3P Grow video, but turns out we don't need it because ESP32s have built-in RTCs. But we will find a way to use it. Ugh, Jesus. So I'll take them out of there. I'll put them in a little Ziploc instead, which we'll find on the way. Next. Oh, this one's out of its bag. So this is what that is. Anti-static straps. Bought a couple of them because I use them on the treadmill to stop me from getting zapped. We do need to confirm that they have a 1 meg resistor built in. So the 1 meg is important because you don't want to get electrocuted. Yep. 1.0 megs. Excellent. So that's good. So yeah, I've got 2 of these. These were very inexpensive. They were, I think, $2 each. So there's the other one. $2 each. Ordered a whole bunch of these things. So there are a few 802.11n. So there's a few of these Wi-Fi devices that don't need drivers on most Linux systems. And apparently these are some of them. So yeah, they are like almost universally supported. So the Orange Pi PC, for example, with the Armpian install, if I would have had these in stock, then I could have had Wi-Fi right off the bat. which I didn't because it wasn't installed. So I had to order some stuff, and that was frustrating, but we got it now. So now I've got these in stock. These were only a couple dollars each. How's it going, MT? They were like, I think they were like $2 each. So I've got a bunch now. So we got them in stock. And then I've got these, which are for the outboard. So these are bullet connectors. A lot of outboard wiring uses these. It's just very old school. So you got the little plastic sleeve that goes over them. I really don't like these connectors, but if I don't want to modify the wiring harness in my outboard, I need to use these. So there we go. You got male and female, and then they clip in like that, and then instead of heat shrink, you've got this sleeving that goes over it. One goes over the other. So again, very inexpensive, but when you need them, you need them. So they're just like a little bullet. 8-mile run. Nice. Very nice. I hurt my back yesterday, so I'm off exercise for a week. There's a job fair next week too. Odd Cure, no, it did not. Hurt my back yesterday. I'll tell the story. So I was at the McDonald's drive-thru getting coffee for my boss and I remembered that I brought some hard-boiled eggs for breakfast, but they were in the back seat. So from the driver's seat, I turned around to grab my hard-boiled eggs so I can eat them because the drive-thru was going slow, and that act pulled a muscle, and then my back spasmed out and like stiffed up. So I had to sit in a public parking for about an hour, and then my wife came and brought me some Tylenol and Advil, and then I went home. So I am minus a day of pay, and when you're only working 1 day a week, that sucks. Yeah, MT is a runner. Oh yeah, Franco. Hey, how's it going, Franco? So Gerald has been here from the start, and then we got MT is here, Lockwatcher is here, Johnny Bergdahl is here, and Franco is here. Everybody is here. So if my back is much better today, but it is still very sketchy. So if I excuse myself and stop the stream, it's because my back pain is intolerable. So yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal, my dears. So we need to put this stuff away. My God, this place is an absolute mess, as always. Okay. So let me write down the types of stuff we're working on today. So I missed the deadline for making PCBWay videos for the month because I just wasn't feeling it. And now I missed work. Did I mention I have to pay my taxes? Got 1 month. Similar state to me. Oh, Proton's here. Hello, Proton. Proton 1. Franco's here early. Yeah, I know. Cats and dogs living together. Dan's bench a mess. No, it's always a mess. $400. I'm gonna have an extra digit on that. It's definitely gonna be in the thousands. How many thousands? Don't know. How's it going, ITT? Everybody's here. Look at that. What a great community we have. Okay, we're going to test buttons on ESP32 remote. We don't have a name for this yet. Then we're going to make design choices. And I think my design choice, I'm going to start with something a little bit more like this. A little bit easier to make. Hopefully everyone is good. You love taxes, another 12K down the drain. Yeah, I think my big problem is I used to have a little bit of savings. Now I have no savings. So it's going to be a bit of a pain to pay my taxes. So I'm going to make design choices and then design enclosure and then design PCB. So we can at least have, well, we'll have this and the C3P grow for next month. You pay in the thousands, but most are paid quarterly, so you're, yeah. I think for us in Canada, if you owe $3,500 or more, or $3,000 or more for 3 years in a row, then you have to pay quarterly. Yeah, I know, savings, what are those? I got one email, ITT, from the one from DroneBot. I didn't check my other phone. So we're doing this, and then work on ESP Now video. So the ESP Now videos are going to be, I think I have 5 videos planned. It's going to be like the end-all be-all of ESP Now. ESP Now was very difficult to wrap my head around, and I think if I can make this video series, it should be a positive, community positive. Give me a second here. I'm just gonna ask. Just asking a question to AI right now about taxes. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Okay, sounds good. Your second one is about FreeCAD 1.1. Is it coming out? Well, I'm gonna bite Franco. The chat was going very quickly. Tell us, Franco. You're always welcome to share. FreeCAD. Blog. It's out. I was like, what the hell? KiCad? I'm on the wrong spot. True, the new KiCad is out too. 1.0. Just gonna download it. Coffee can is a metal can from the 80s, the one at one time contained coffee. My coffee can is still metal. You can't kill the metal. It lives on. Here, let me check my emails now. Yes, ITT is there. It's just a, I love how it's just a link with no explanation. Why is this not? $7C outside. Yeah, here too. It'll be high of 7 or 8 or 9, depending on where you look. Install for anyone. Install. Here we're installing FreeCAD. Windows 10 PC stopped working. How did it stop working? PCs don't often just die. The offer to the offer to buy you a mini PC is suspended, Franco, until after my taxes are paid. Oh, gotcha. I could show you guys a coffee can. Hang on, let me. Oh my God, I'm so old. My back is like so. It's iffy this morning. Doesn't hurt, but certain movements make it uncomfortable. So if any of you wondered what coffee I drink every day, all day, this is it. Nescafe instant coffee. There we go. DVD drive is recognized, has a cover on the buttons, no screen. Interesting. Real classic coffee can, yep. And it's metal, see? Because you can't kill it. You can't kill the metal. It lives on. Yeah, so I don't mind brewed or instant. The thing is, instant is so much more convenient. And the problem with brewed is that it makes the whole house smell like coffee. And my wife does not like the smell of coffee. And although she says it's completely fine, I could do it anyways, she'll just deal with it. I don't like instilling misery into my wife, so I just do whatever. Yeah, it's magnetic. Yeah. So I drink instant coffee. I actually genuinely like this coffee, so it doesn't bother me. Here we go, FreeCAD 1.1.
Granular. Copy configuration. Oh, okay. Fired up first time, you stabbed the power with the screwdriver. Nice. Recompute now? Yes. Okay, well, it looks the same. Let's, what's this? Yeah, the sketch doesn't have any geometries on it. Let's see. Oh boy, this is way nicer. Oh, baby. I like it. That is cool. Yes, FreeCAD. Yes, thank you. But you kind of like instant different vibe. You have a coffee roaster near you. The wind blows the right way. There's no escaping the smell of coffee here. My wife would die. Dark chocolate as sleeping pill. Interesting. I bought some melatonin for my issues sleeping. But I'm not 100% sure that worked, so I stopped taking it. Okay, let's test some buttons. I flashed the code. You know what's silly about Windows 10, Franco? If you have it connected to the internet, it tends to fix itself. I swear, I've had these conversations with another maker where Windows was absolutely borked. Like stuff like I had to unplug and replug drives and stuff. And after like a week, I didn't notice the problem anymore. It just fixed itself. I don't know what kind of magic was happening, but it was magic. Okay, so I flashed the firmware onto both of these. So the S3 has the receiver firmware, and the C6 has the transmitter firmware. Never goes on the internet, and you'd be using it for years. Just gone funny. Like, haha, funny. Oh my God. Just trying to stretch out. If you want to know my injury, it's underneath the left shoulder blade. Oh, and for those of you that think that my caffeine consumption has to do with my not being able to sleep, there was a while where I quit caffeine for 6 months and I slept just as poorly. Caffeine in the cocoa helps you sleep. My caffeine, I find, helps me take a nap, if that makes sense. If I have quite a bit of caffeine, let's say I have my regular 3 coffees or whatever because I'm working, if I take a nap after that, I'm then not groggy when I wake up, which is weird. But most other times in my adult life, if I take a nap, I am groggy directly after. It freezes at things like that. It might be some near-dead capacitors, power gets unstable. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. Don't overreach for anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try, but it's hard, right? It's hard to just live your life when you have like pain. And the problem with back pain is that when there's a little bit of it, your back muscles spasm. They all like tighten up to protect your back, and that's more painful. ESP Super Mini can charge a battery. This? It doesn't have a battery port. It doesn't have. Can you verify that? Because it doesn't have pads for a battery. I stand corrected. It has battery management. So you're telling me I spent like 50 bucks on microcontrollers for absolutely nothing. Okay, so the zeros don't. This one has no battery ports. Okay, the C3 Super Mini doesn't either. Okay, we're good. The C6 Super Mini, though, would have done the job, and I have it in stock. Oh. FML. That's all I gotta say. FML. I also have a bunch of these shittier ESP C212s. Okay. No problem. I didn't like stress myself out and order boards or order microcontrollers and then realize that bills were higher than expected, and then that taxes will be more than expected, and then now having slight panics about paying my taxes on time and whatever, but at least now I have a whole bunch of boards coming in the mail. Let me see how much I spent on those Zhao boards. I mean, I didn't spend that much, but I still, you know. And all this would be moot if I just made frickin' videos for the last 3 months. 30 bucks for 3 C3s, 25 bucks for 2 S3s. That wouldn't have made or broken me, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, doesn't matter. We move onwards. So we need some analog sticky doos. For the analog sticks, I'll just use the Arduino built-in style ones. Oh my god, hang on. I gotta. Oh, so old. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Don't know why that fell, but it fell. Ugh. Okay, so here we've got ground 5 volts, going to have to be 3.3. And this is variable resistor X, variable resistor Y, and switch. So that is going to be needed. You need sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Franco. You can always watch the stream after. This stream might be short, by the way, because just the way I'm working at my desk here, I'm like looking down at my desk, and it's not great for my back. Let me go get an Advil. See, be right back. Coffee, but I'm actually just going to be back for an Advil. Be right back. I am back. It's right here in my pocket. We get the generics. just as good. Down the hatch. Done reporting this year's income tax to the authorities, so I'll avoid back taxes. Why does Prusa Slicer suck so hard? Everything you touch is buggy. Reset the filament types. That's weird. I mean, I genuinely think of Prusa as being a high quality company. But I don't know, maybe they've fired a lot of developers. I know a lot of companies have fired a bunch of developers. Really not a big fan of that. Okay, more visual. Oh, man, I'm telling you. I'm not feeling it today. My back is very iffy. So I'm gonna try to continue to be entertaining here because it's for the greater good. I also need to work. There's that part. That pill's like super big. Maybe cut it in half. What? No, it's 400 milligrams. It's the regular extra strength Advil. Okay, where is ground? Great, I don't have pinouts. Phenomenal. Create a project as an STL, put some text on it, save project, load project, text offset screwed up, too high or too low. Huh. That's funny, you guys have problems. I've never had problems with any slicer. I mostly used Cura. So V-Bus ground 3v3. And then D10. I mostly use Cura and I never had any issues. But I have used Prusa Slicer too. On the Voron, the print quality was significantly worse on Prusa Slicer than on Cura. Don't ask me why. I don't know. 3v3. I just snapped the end of the cable in there. They were both using the official profile from the Voron team. So, don't know. So that just snapped off in there. So that gets snipped. So not tempted to use that again. So 3v3 into the 5-volt hole. You used the vegetable slicer the other day and your fingertips are still intact. Congrats. One of, I don't know if you guys have watched it or not, but Clarkson's Farm on, it's on Prime, it's on Amazon if you want to watch it. Phenomenal show. A vegetable slicer plays a role in that show. It is probably my favorite show ever at this point. Such a good show. All right, it's clear now that I need to find more male to female wires. Oh, here's some. I'll just need to know what the... So there's the push button. We'll use that one for the push button. We need 2 more. Hi, I'm here. Use the slicer. Slicer not design text pins. Yeah. I think he's talking about a mandolin. Vegetable slicer, a mandolin, the one you go. That's usually the ones that murder people's fingers. This is the one I just threw there. There's another. Need 1 more. You don't take any chances taking any pills. It's Advil, Jackie. It's not a psychoactive drug. I'll just put it this way, if I didn't have Advil, my income would have been halved over the years, because back pain sucks. Seen them use, so I prefer to use normal knives. We have a mandolin here, but it has a guard. But it's shit. I actually want a higher quality mandolin. It's just that if my wife hurts herself on it, I will feel terrible. And she's not like accident prone or anything. But she's my wife, you know? Get in there, you rat bastard. Okay. So there. I've got the 3 switches done. Oh. Well, that would have saved me a lot of time. Oh my god. I mean, they're also dangerous with the sharp knife. Okay, buttons. I'm losing focus here, folks. Buttons. Yeah, I'm gonna call it now. This stream is not gonna go full length. I'm suffering a little bit here. Okay, let's find buttons. Focus, Dan. Buttons, buttons, buttons. So buttons on my underwear. Nope. You know, yesterday I felt like my back was mostly dealt with. Today, I do not feel like that. It's probably because yesterday I was sitting still in my ergonomic computer chair, and today I'm trying to do stuff around my workbench. Oh my god. Okay, no buttons in there. No buttons in there. I'm missing a component box. No, I'm not. I just didn't. Sorry, that was just avalanche. Here we go. Come on. I forgot how many buttons I programmed, so let's get 4 out. Okay, and these will bridge across thusly. So these need to pull up. Not young, suffer horribly sometimes, but side effects from pharmaceuticals sounds worse than the issues. Okay. I mean, everything is personal choice, but I do suggest you look up the side effects from Advil, because they are worse than the side effects from backache for me. So I'll just put that like that. I mean, back pain is very painful, in my case at least. Maybe not in everybody's. So I need to pull down. Need to pull down these buttons. May cause autism. Yeah, right. Let's just not have disinformation in here. You can have your opinion, but there is zero support for that. There's, as far as I know, there's only 2 people who believe that, and that was Tylenol on top of that. Okay, so let's get the pin out for the Xiaomi C6. Or Xiao C6. Oh my god. Okay, so ground is indeed that one. Don't remember the pinouts I chose. So let's open the Arduino IDE. Okay, so we need, a second, let me set this up so I can see it. So we need A0, A1, D6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So D10 is up here, and then 987. So this is the click. And then we need 987. D6 is the sense. We will deal with that some other time. And then we need AO and A1. Oh. All right, so this will go to AO and A1. AO, oops, that's A1, this is AO. And then this is D10, which is fourth pin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now we just need to hook up pins 9, 8, 7. So these 3 pins, 1, 2, 3. One, two, and these will have a like a 1K resistor, but I don't think we need it for the breadboarding. Two and 3. Okay, and then we just need to fly power over here. So we're gonna, this is a 3.3. Let's just pop it into the rail here. Ground is blue. Blue. And then this, of course, doesn't have the pinout on the bottom either. Ground is the middle one up there. So pull down resistor, it just means that there'll be, God damn it, I forgot now. Oh, it says there, ground. 5 volt, ground. It just, a pull down resistor just means that it's an extra resistor you put in, and that resistor will gently, hang on a sec here, I'm trying to focus. That resistor will gently pull current, and if it's pull down, it means pull current to ground. That's all it means. And then 3V3 is here. Okay. Oh no, not using it. Why only 1K? Not going to be battery powered? If so, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not a power waste because it's we're talking about like only when the button is pressed. Let's see if this blows up first and foremost. It shouldn't. And I don't know if this is active. So let me get, so I mean, this should work right away. If I go controller tester, gamepad tester. Okay, so first and foremost, it seems to be recognized. Okay, let me press some buttons here. So let me move the joystick. Look at the axes down there. The axes are working. Okay, let me push the button on the joystick. It works. B8. Probably fall off the chair. What? I thought the pull-down resistor was a high shelf. Wow. No, the inputs are not floating. They have pull-ups internally in the microcontroller in software. So axis works, button press works. Let's try the other 3 buttons. 1, 2. Oh, that one doesn't seem to be working. Three. Okay, I have 2 buttons that don't seem to be working. Let me pull them directly to ground. Okay, something in my setup isn't working because pulling it to ground does work. So that one works, pulling to ground. Let's check now. Nope. Pull this one to ground. That works. So something in my setup is awry. Yeah, no, but this one works. This one works. The controller axis works. That's pretty awesome. This display for testing. Yeah, you can just Google this. We don't trust internal pull up, pull down. They get easily overwhelmed by EMC events. Yeah, I think it's okay in this case. I mean, I can put pads. I can put pads in the on the circuit board. That's not a problem. But yeah, they use internal pull-ups. It makes the board design a lot cleaner too. So the software works. My only problem is probably my grounding here is not great. One of these legs is not functioning. But if I pop this into there and then pop this into there, just have all of the grounding possible. Let's see if that works. I'm going to check on my screen. Oh, no, it's pulled hard to ground. Why would it be pulled hard to ground? Oh, you know what? I think I have the wrong sides of the switches. Hang on a sec here. Oh, and this goes there. Oh, there we go. It works now. Okay, so here, button, button. Oh, no, this one's not working. Oh yeah, this is the mod button. I forgot. Okay, so look, that button. If you press mod, does it change something? So that is one thing. There's another. Oh, okay, it's in the wrong frickin' hole. Now it's in the correct hole. Just trying to figure out what the mod button shows up as. So it's in pin 3rd from the bottom. He's not well grounded. Might try meditation or additional coffee. Yeah. Use an Arduino in your CNC router plasma combo. When you power on the shop vac near the Arduino, the CNC will stop. If you use shielded cables, okay, so your stepper motor wires are very long. They have to be to go over the gantry. You can buy, for much more money, shielded stepper cables and those kinds of things. So they're coaxial, and that will help your EMC issues. I watched one of your videos the other day, by the way, Jack in the Shop. You had a live stream interview with another YouTuber. Reset line's not well right. It filtered in these circuits. Several capacitor right next to the reset pins. Yeah, that could do it too. Okay, so what button goes on the 3rd pin from the bottom? I have to say, by the way, I envy you guys with space for CNC machines. D9, and D9 is the mod button. Okay, what does the mod button do? So it's possible the mod button just doesn't work because it's supposed to do other things. That is why your router and plasma is a combo, lack of space. Do you make things to sell on your CNC? Or is it just for personal and hobby use? I'm just curious. That to there, that to there. Yeah, I mean, the routing is normal. Let other people pay for your hobby, yeah. I definitely need to figure something out. I'm gonna ground the mod button, see what happens. Okay, grounding the mod button does nothing, so the mod button has its own logic. That's fine. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out something about having other people pay. I might start making signs, like LED signs. Etsy and Facebook Market. I'm so worried about people not liking the stuff I make. Like, I am a very difficult customer personally, and so I would be a nightmare customer for me. And I deal with so many stresses in my life that I do not want to deal with customers like me. So there's that. You work for Pike Electric. Like the rustic items. CNC is about to go pay to play. I mean, it's already sort of there, isn't it? Isn't there the new There's a Stranger Parts video. 4x4 bed, air-cooled spindle. Very cool. I have access to a CNC plasma if I really want to. Most people don't want production items. It's too perfect, they'll not buy. Oh, for rustic stuff. What am I looking for again? Oh yes, Strange Parts. This thing. I'll link it to you guys. You guys can go have a look. But this is a CNC that has a slicer. You put in your part and it does the tool paths and stuff. It literally has a slicer. All you do is you put your 3D file in and it does it. What company is this? Nestworks. Smart Cam software. That's what it is. It looks at your inventory of tools and it will do the pathing and the routing for you, which if you think about it carefully, most Machinist's Handbook Feeds and Speeds chart. Most machining is like this sort of stuff, right? It's like recommended, and then you have to work your way from there. And this sort of stuff is so much simpler than even like a fuel table. Fuel table, fuel injection. So computers can crunch fuel table lookup. Oh my God, come on. Graph. There. So this is how your car's computer looks up the fuel tables. And so, okay, Proton, I completely get you. Just hear me out here. This kind of table and this kind of table is something that computers excel at already. Like literally excel at. Like literally Microsoft Excel. It's all just cells and tables. And so to me, it seems a lot simpler to implement. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking at. Look at these fuel tables. It's a lot simpler to implement than I think anybody understands. Now, this won't replace the machinist. Do not get me wrong. Machinists spend a lot of time in school. They spend a lot of time on the shop floor. They learn via intuition. Okay? But if you hired 50 experienced machinists, and let's be honest, a lot of machinists right now are desperate for money, because especially onshore, I think you could make this work. You have 4 3D printers, 2 CNC machines, one's a combo, 3 laser engravers, vinyl cutter. You think you can fit that in your shop somewhere. And the thing is, if I was a successful YouTuber instead of a freaking loser YouTuber, I think I would buy this. It has $16 million raised. Let's see. I want to see what the cost of one is. So $4,400. $6,100. It's a Kickstarter for now. But I mean, this, it seems like they're ready. Hold on, let me see. Oops. When is it delivering? April 2026, it's coming. It was a Kickstarter, got very screwed. Yes, Kickstarters are risky. Yep, I completely get you. I wouldn't buy this if I wasn't comfortable with losing that money. But like someone like Linus Tech Tips, this would be a no-brainer to get. Actually, Linus Tech Tips would get this for free, to be honest. It's like insane. This is ridiculous. Mind you, it's a little tabletop machine, right? 800 watt spindle, very small spindle. It's going to be very slow, right? It's not going to be fast, but absolutely incredible what the future of machining looks like in 15 years. If this thing is successful, in 15 years, I don't think that it's going to be that difficult to open source CNC software like that. Blowing 3, yeah, I get you, Proton. But what you guys also have to understand is that $6,000 is chump change for a company, for a business. Like, literally chump change. Like, I think my boss is, we're a 2-man operation, and I only work part-time, and he only works, you know, most of the time. But he's got like $300,000 in parts inventory in and out every year. $6,000 is a rounding error. CNC guys had a slick product demo and great views. When it came to the equipment, it was a fight. They shut down, many people lost money. Yeah, I get you. I don't recommend anybody buys the Kickstarter. I don't recommend anybody buys a Kickstarter. All I'm saying is this is exciting, and I want to see the final product. I don't recommend anybody buys a Kickstarter, for sure. Pretty freaking crazy, though. I like the idea. Oh, this comes with a laser module, too. See, I wouldn't even want the laser module. I don't care. So it comes with the machine, a 4th axis rotary module, electric vice module, MPG hand wheel, laser, vacuum kit, materials kit, tool kit, standard accessories. How's it going, LB4FH? Your R&D budget's over 10 million. I still, no. Look, I'm not saying, first of all, I'm not saying a big company, because a big company could just buy a full-on brand new CNC. I'm talking about if I made my living making parts, I think I could have this paid off in a year. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it looks super cool. And they raised 16 million Canadian dollars. So let's go 16 million. CAD to USD. 12 million US dollars. Insanity. It's very cool for them. Let's go get the new KiCad, by the way. Most CNCs are too slow for Laserhead, yeah. I think this is just, I believe that this Laserhead is there for like personalization. No, I get you. 100% Lockwatcher, I'm on your side. I'm saying it looks cool, and I can't wait to see it. Yeah, I backed some Kickstarter stuff too, back when I had money. So this should be, yeah, version 10. Save. So we're getting FreeCAD 1.1 and KiCad 10. Pretty impressive. Just warning you guys, my back is really hurting, so we might not go much past 10. So another 40 minutes or so. It says done, but it's not done. Still waiting for it to finish downloading. I don't think Brave's software management is as good as Chrome's and Firefox's. Next. Oh, yes. Okay. I understand, buddy. Don't have to panic. Is it installing? It's installing. Have to do the UAC prompt. Taking forever. My poor old aging computer. Oh boy. Well, hopefully everyone is having fun at least. Okay, launch. Oh. Hello. Dark mode. Import settings. I think it's there. Oh, okay. Well, default, I'll import them after. Finish. Oh, dark mode. Kickstarter just seems odd to you for a company like that. I get if it's a small niche specific thing. I think the problem is they need to raise funds. You may not know this, but like a startup, like let's say I had a product. Let's say I made this here. Let's say I made this controller today, and let's say like 100 people reached out and said, "I want one, and I'll pay you $100 for one. That's how much I want one." Well, I'm telling you now, right now, I wouldn't be able to float the cost of ordering enough microcontrollers to make it happen. Just microcontrollers. But then can you imagine if you had to design an injection molded case? Like the tooling for like, let's just surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There are 20 molds that need to be done. They are minimum 10 grand each. And then you also have to go through the process of vetting them, making sure they'll work. If you told me right now you want to order 100 of these controllers, I would tell you I can make you 5. Right? That's the problem. You carve with your CNC at about 120 inches per minute. I'm not sure what that is in reasonable figures. You engrave with your diode laser at about 175 millimeters per second. Oh no, you gave me 2 different things. I don't know. I can't make them fit. You invested in some fluke pods and got screwed out of 600. Yeah, it happens. It does. Injection molds are really costly. Yeah. Or even, let's say I could 3D print them all. Do you know how long it would take me to 3D print something like this and then assemble them? So if I had to fulfill 100 orders, I would have to order probably, let's say, 4 more 3D printers, $1,000 worth of filament. And so the issue is you need money to set up production. And to go from prototype to production, just prototype to production, costs a shit ton of money. So I can see why there's a Kickstarter. Now, what I don't understand is a big player like Prusa going Kickstarter. I think Prusa put out their product on Kickstarter. They have bank. Hold on. Let's ask AI. Did Prusa put up their printer on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something like that? Oh boy, my keyboard is French. If you go the cheapest injection molder in China, they will use your mold. Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Making mold is not easy. But that's the same thing with these guys, right? Like, look at all the tooling to make this stuff. It's easier to make it in 1-off, 2-off, right, for prototyping. And by easy, I mean very expensive, but still. But look at this big piece of polycarbonate. You have to tool something that'll last, 100,000 injects. Thank you. Something went wrong. So point is, that's why I would say that's the point of raising money. And I mean, hey, they got 12 million USD out of it. Good for them. Dude, are you okay? I want to know if Prusa ever used Kickstarter for their 3D printer sales. And yes, advertisement, definitely. But a company like this with no proven track record, I will say they probably needed the money for production. Very much so. Wow, okay, thanks, Gemini. So the one on my phone is better, but I think it has an issue with Brave. It's like you can't trust. Did Prusa use Kickstarter for one of their printers? No, never. Okay. But Bamboo Labs did? Yeah. Yeah, Bamboo Labs did. There we go. For the very first one, the X1. Okay, but that's not the same. Oh, Formlabs did. Bamboo Lab. So for your first product, I think that's fine. But if you're a big, established company, it's a bit weird. Oh, it was Creality. Was it Creality I am thinking of then? Big, established company using Kickstarter for advertisement. I think it was Creality. I'm pretty sure it was Creality. I think GPT is faster at this point. Did Creality launch 3D printers on Kickstarter despite being an established company? Yep. So CR6 SE, CR30 in 2020, CR Scan Lizard. So yeah. To engage the community and gather feedback. Pre-order marketing platform. Yep. See, that's what I don't like. Here, let me see. Okay. From 1 to 10, what is your thoughts on the chances of this thing shipping? Be honest. Nothing is at stake here. Just checking the temp. Gemini, you suck. Chance it ships as promised, 3 out of 10. Chances something ships eventually, 6 out of 10. Domain only created March 2025, yep. Ownership is privacy shielded, yeah. No long track record. Claims are way above typical first product, yeah. Prototype to production, yep. First 3D printer at a Kickstarter, you bought it after that. The printer bought Junior back in 2013. People have been making 3D guns, so new software is going to become very invasive. Not a problem here in Canada. We aren't banning software yet. Or we're not forcing the hand of software. Plus, open source will always exist. Prusa has been vocal about writing to maintain total independence. Crowdfunding comes with strict deadlines. Yeah, yeah. I think Prusa is a good company. I just think they need to reevaluate the value. If you value made in Europe stuff, then the Prusa goes up in value. But if you don't, or if you can't value that, it's not useful. All right, let's make a new project here. File, new project. By the way, we don't have a name. How do we start a Q&A? Sure. Give me your names for this open source controller project, please. I don't know what that does. Oh, it's a different tab? Oh, I don't want that. End Q&A. Confirm. No thanks. TCC Magic has many items on Kickstarter. Is Magician easier to support? They're a known company in the industry. Default. Wow, okay, hold on. This is cool. Look, I went to make a new project, and I am met with this. So default KiCad, API Series 500 audio devices, 3U API Series compatible, whatever, Arduino Mega Shield. So you've got like basic things built in. Micro Nano Pro Mini, Uno Shield, BeagleBone, Edgeberry, hardware cartridge, okay, Eurocard, Hammond enclosure, merge request foot. What is going on here? Small parts. I don't know what this is going on. Raspberry Pi hat. Raspberry Pi micro hat. STM32 Discovery. Controller, because it's made in Canada. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I like it. Cast aluminum for short runs is easy, can be done out in your driveway. Not for production ready parts, I would say. You have a lot of finishing to do to pretty it up. So this is cool. I want to make some of these templates. But anyways, default template. Okay, KiCad projects. We're gonna name this one the Controller. Too bad it doesn't use CAN bus though. Screen. Schematic. Ah, my eyes. It was dark mode. Tools. View. View. Edit. Tools. Preferences. My eyes. Schematic editor. I got flashbanged, folks. Colors. So there's no dark mode. Why? You were so close. Okay. Anyways, ow, my back. Jesus. The very first product you put out was an add-on for a Creative Micro Designs product for the Commodore 64, sold over 2,000 units. Yes, my back hurting is definitely caused by Advil and not by pulling my back yesterday. It must hurt being right all the time. So the Zhao is not there. Let's see if we can add it. Hold on a sec here. Should we have a library? Symbol libraries. Custom symbols. It should be loaded. Actually, here, let me head back here, back to the schematic editor. Let me check if my ESP. Oh, okay, they're already in there. Okay, so I don't have any. CMD invented Jiffy DOS for the C64 and some very cool hardware. I wish I could sell hardware. I don't make anything that's worth it. And plus, I just put out the designs and let people do it themselves. Okay, so let's see if we can find some Zhao series symbols and footprints TCAD. Really? Look at that. Download zip. Okay, let me see if I can work this in the background here. So, downloads. Oh boy, I hear the birds singing. Must be getting warm out there. Oh, it's 0 degrees. Not too bad. So if I copy this, just gonna paste it here, paste. Okay, let me see if I can import this. Tools, symbol libraries, plus OPL. How do you go here? Custom libs. How do I do this? So this is component. Oh my God. Guys, I don't remember how to do this. So you need a KiCad underscore sim. Symlib table. So the Zhao, there's nothing in here that works. Zhao, nothing in here. Okay, did that work? I have to reload. I don't know what's going on. No, 0 degrees, not bad at all. Welcome back, ITT. Okay. I'll tell you what. My back is hurting, so I'm going to call it here. I know we didn't do shit, but I'm going to figure out how to import these libraries. Can I just take this whole thing? Unknown library type, thanks. Trash. Okay. Okay, so unknown library type. That's fine. So I'm going to read up on this, and I'm going to be back tomorrow. But tomorrow we're going to be doing this, prototyping, and making the PCB. And today I will work on the ESP32 video. Might end up doing that today, so we'll see about it. But it's 8C, feels like 4C. Right now it is 0. Oh, it's 1, feels like 1. So it is increasing. Looks like we might get snow today, but not a lot. 1.4 centimeters. However, it's going to be +5. Whatever. We'll see. Thank you all for being here. I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully less back pain tomorrow. Thanks for watching.